So, a couple weeks ago, I posted a video telling you guys that I'm going to be doing a dumb Q&A video to buy me more time on a video I was working at the time, which was my Wii U video. And don't worry, I actually did finish the video. It's already up on the channel, so go check it out if you haven't. But, I wasn't expecting that many people to actually submit that many questions, but, 50 people did. So, thanks, I guess. But, now I have to answer all those questions. So, yeah, let's start off with question number one. So, are you smart or dumb? Your choice. God damn it. Two questions. What's your inspiration / favorite YouTuber, and what's your least favorite DS model? For my favorite YouTube channel, it probably is going to have to be the Corridor Crew. Mainly because it's just fun to see people just talk about VFX stuff, and I don't know, it's just a fun channel. And for my least favorite DS model, well, you didn't specify it has to be a 3DS or just a 2DS or something like that. So if you say it was just a DS model, I'm just going to have to go with the original DS because that thing kind of sucked. In general, what are your thoughts on PC gaming as well as your favorite games on the platform? Also, PC specs, please. In general, I do prefer PC gaming over console gaming, mainly because, well, with a PC, I can do a lot more stuff with it. I can, increase the settings to make the game look better, or decrease the settings to get more frame rate, and just with a PC, I can just do more stuff with it. And for my favorite game on the platform, it probably has to be CSGO, and for the specs on my PC, I have an i7 8700K, non-overclocked, a GTX 1080 Ti, and a 500 gig NVMe SSD, and 32 gigs of RAM, I guess. So, there you go. What do you think of the Wii, and what's your favorite 3DS game? I do like the Wii, but in some ways I do feel like it's mildly overrated. Don't get me wrong, it's still a great console, but 13 years later, I feel like it's mildly overrated. Like, it's not aged that amazingly. It's still good. Just, I don't know. It's just something about it. And for my favorite 3DS game, it probably has to be Animal Crossing New Leaf. I don't know why. It was just such a good game to me. It was just, I don't know. It's just Animal Crossing in general. It's just a good. What are all the consoles or PCs you have? Okay. Oh boy. Okay. So for consoles, I have my Nintendo Switch, my Nintendo Switch Lite, my Wii U, my original Wii, all my 3DSs, my PS4, my N64, my Game Boy Color, and yeah, that's it. And then for PCs, I have my main PC, which I just mentioned earlier, and then a broken PC that I built a few months ago, which I'm assuming the power supply is broken, but I just never took the time to actually buy a new one because they're really overpriced at the moment. So, yeah. Also, I guess my MacBook, I guess that counts as a PC, but not really. What's your favorite game of all time? If you can instantly become Sans or Big Chungus, which one would you choose? The fuck? What? What? Okay. For my favorite game of all time, probably Pokemon Heart Gold, mainly because that was technically the very first Pokemon game I ever played. Also because it was just goddamn amazing. Also, if I could either become Sans or Big Chungus, probably Sans, mainly because he's, I guess, more powerful. I guess. Also, he has a really cool theme song. So, yeah. Also, I guess he's in Smash Bros. Technically. So yeah, I would probably go with Sans. Okay, this one's actually pretty funny. What is the question no one really asked? It's been an enigma that I've been unable to figure out for decades. The question that no one really asked is a question that no one really asked. There's nothing to it, there's nothing more to it. It's just a question that no one really asked. Next question. What is your filming equipment? What do you use to edit? I want to make a channel like yours. Keep up the good vids. Also, where did you get the iPad Pro for $200? Okay, so for my main camera, I use a Canon EOS 800D or the Rebel T7i if you're American. And for my second camera, I just use my iPhone 11. And then for my microphone, I just use a Blue Yeti. I know it technically is crap, but I mean, hey, for $30, you really can't complain that much. And for my editing software, I use Final Cut Pro, mainly because I just don't like Adobe Premiere, so yeah. And for where I got my $200 iPad Pro, well, I just got off eBay. There was an auction that for some reason no one bid on, so I just put a bid at the last 15 seconds, and I won it for $200. So, yeah, if you guys want to find good deals, just wait it out, see if you can find a good deal. I mean, usually works. probably. What do you think the next Switch generation will be? Maybe a clamshell with a flexible screen like the Z Flip / Samsung Fold, or a Pro variant with upgraded hardware? It's most likely going to be the second option, mainly because I just can't see Nintendo spending the time and money to actually develop a Switch with a flexible screen, mainly because, well, that would just be way too expensive to develop, and because of that, it would just make the Switch more expensive, and, people aren't going to spend more than $300 on a portable console that most definitely will break. Because the thing is, Nintendo consoles are kind of known to be somewhat durable in some cases, but if you make a Switch with a flexible screen, yeah, that's not going to last very long. So I really can't see them making a flexible Switch, I suppose. So if they ever are going to make a quote-unquote pro Switch, it's most likely just going to be a normal Switch, just with upgraded hardware. So yeah. What is your favorite 3DS and Switch game? For my favorite 3DS game, I think I already said this already, but it's probably gonna have to be Animal Crossing New Leaf. And for my favorite Switch game, I want to say Animal Crossing New Horizons, mainly because I've been playing that non-stop. But if I really did have to choose, it probably is gonna have to be Breath of the Wild, mainly because it was just such a good game. So, yeah. Do you watch anime? If so, which one's your favorite? Yes, I do watch anime. I don't know if you've been noticing, but I've been making a lot of dumb anime jokes on the channel. So, yes, I do watch anime. And for my favorite anime, probably either has to be Hibike Euphonium or Konosuba. So, there you go. Favorite console of all time? I'm hesitant on saying the Nintendo Switch because, the Nintendo Switch is definitely an amazing console. But my favorite console of all time probably is going to have to be the 3DS, mainly because, it's the 3DS, and for some reason that's like the one thing that actually made my channel popular. And also because, it's the 3DS. It's such a good console. There's so many good games, and you can play the original DS games, and it's just such a good console. Go get one if you can. If you can't, go emulate it somewhere. I don't know. What is your favorite handheld Nintendo console? The Nintendo 3DS. Are you smart or dumb? Your choice. Oh boy, man, that's a tough-ass question. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with dumb on this one. What is your favorite electronic? Favorite electronic, that's very, favorite electronic, that's a very broad term. Probably either my phone or my MacBook. Probably more so my phone. So there you go. What character do you think will appear in Smash Bros. Next? Probably another goddamn Fire Emblem character, because you can never have enough of those. Never have enough of those. Do you have a girlfriend? No. What do you think about the Mario remasters rumored to be coming? I really do hope they're an actual thing that's actually going to be happening, because, a sad truth about me, I actually never played Super Mario Sunshine. Granted, yes, I do have an actual ROM that I can actually emulate, but, I never actually played the game, mainly because, I don't know, it just never seemed that appealing to me for some reason, but, if Nintendo actually did remaster it onto the Switch, I would most likely actually play it, because, I don't know, I just play games on Switch, I guess. Also, just Super Mario Galaxy and Mario 64 are just goddamn amazing games, so just any one of those on the Switch would just be goddamn amazing. Do you like Pokemon? What's your favorite game? Yes, I do like Pokemon, and for my favorite Pokemon game, probably Pokemon Heart Gold, because it was technically my very first Pokemon game, and it was just a goddamn amazing game. I have 3 questions for you. 1. What grade are you in? 2. How do you have enough money to buy so much cool stuff? 3. Why are you so underrated? You deserve 1 million subscribers. Well, I'm a junior this year, so go figure that out. And for how I get my money to, buy all the stuff I don't need, well, I work for my parents, and I earn about $500 a month, and then I just have to carefully figure out whether or not it's worth, buying a certain thing for a video, or for myself, or just don't get it because you don't need it. So, yeah, and for the reason why I'm so underrated is because, yeah, people don't watch this channel, and that's a problem, I think. Yeah. How do I start a video game collection? What would be the cheapest way to start? Oh boy, that's a tough one. I'm not really sure about this myself, because I never really actually collected video games. I just never really did that. Yeah, it looks cool, but I don't know, it just never seemed that appealing to me. But, I guess really the only advice I can give is just find just some game console that you have the most physical games of. But if you're starting from scratch, just, I don't know, find a video game console that just has really cheap games. I'm assuming maybe the Wii, because most of the original Wii games are fairly cheapish from what I remember. Maybe they've gone up in price on eBay, I haven't checked. But, I don't know, maybe start off with the Wii. I don't know, maybe start off with the Wii or something else. I really don't know.
Do you plan to do videos about other consoles from other companies?
Yes, I do plan on doing other videos about other consoles, but the thing is, I'm just most familiar with Nintendo, so it's just easier for me to do a video about a Nintendo console or something about Apple, because those are the two companies I'm most familiar with. Granted, yes, I would love to do a video about a PS4 or definitely not an Xbox, but maybe a PC or something like that. Yeah, I would definitely love to do that. It's just that I'm not that familiar with it. Granted, yes, I can always learn, but I mean, Nintendo and Apple are just the two companies I'm most familiar with. It's just easiest for me to make videos about those. So, yes, I do plan on making videos about other consoles. It's just whether or not I can actually make a good video about it.
One question. Should I subscribe?
Well, I mean, like, I can't force you to, but I mean, you should. I would like you to, but I can't force you to. But you really should. Please.
Were you inspired by playing Rock 124 to make your channel?
In some ways, yeah, kind of, and I guess, because when I did first start this channel, I did kind of want to make tech destruction videos like him, but then I realized I'd just be a carbon copy of it, so yeah, I decided to not do that after doing like 2 videos, because they were complete crap, and I hated it. So, yeah, I technically, yeah, sure it was, but whatever.
What are the best games in each console that you have?
Oh boy, lightning round. Okay, let's do this. Nintendo 3DS, Animal Crossing New Leaf, Nintendo Switch, Breath of the Wild, N64, Paper Mario, Game Boy Color, Pokemon Crystal, PS4, Persona 5, Wii U, probably Splatoon, I guess, and is that it? Yeah, that's it.
What are your future plans for the channel?
Oh boy, that's actually a bit of a tough question, actually. So, right now, for my future plans of the channel, it's just continue to make the channel grow as much as I can, because realistically, I would love to actually do this as my actual career. But the thing is, that's most likely not going to happen unless I actually get the channel to a state where I can actually generate enough income to actually support my livelihood without actually having to work a secondary job. So really, right now, it's just continue to make the channel grow as much as I can, while I still have the time.
How are you?
I'm doing fine, thank you for asking.
What is your PC setup?
For my PC setup, well, I have my main computer, which is an i7-8700K, GTX 1080 Ti, 32 gigs of RAM, a 512GB NVMe SSD, which is connected to my two 1080p monitors. The big one is 144 Hz, I can't say that right. And then for my keyboard and mouse, I just have a blue mechanical keyboard from iBuyPower, and then a MSI mouse I got off Amazon for like $15. So, yeah.
How can you have so many 3DSs/NESs? Do you buy yourself or your parents bought it for you? I'm just curious. You don't need to answer this if you don't want to.
It's kind of a mix, actually. So my parents bought me my very first 3DS, and then they bought me the new 3DS XL when that came out, and I broke that new 3DS XL, so I sold that to GameStop, got like $55 back from them, and I bought a 2DS with that, and ever since then I just bought 3DSs, so yeah, I don't know why, I'm just a goddamn idiot.
Favorite meme so far?
Probably JoJo memes, to be honest, for some reason.
Question 1. What are your general thoughts on Animal Crossing New Horizons? Question 2. Which is your favorite game of all time?
For my general thoughts on Animal Crossing New Horizons, to be honest, so far, I truly believe that Animal Crossing New Horizons is probably the best Animal Crossing game so far. Mainly because, well, New Horizons took everything that was good about literally any Animal Crossing game and just made it so much better, because now, instead of just purely just decorating your house and just owning your house, you actually, literally decorate the entire island. You actually make the island the way you want. Animal Crossing New Horizons is what Animal Crossing New Leaf should have been, but it wasn't, so where is I going with this? Look, all I'm saying is Animal Crossing New Horizons is an amazing game. If you never actually, tried out the Animal Crossing, series at all, get New Horizons. It's an amazing game, and just go play it. And for my favorite game of all time, I think I said this like twice already. It's probably still is Pokemon Heart Gold. So there you go.
How do you feel about collector editions?
Well, I'm not sure, because I do feel like collector editions are kind of stupid, but at the same time, I also have bought collector's editions in the past. So I'm not really sure how to feel about them. I do kind of feel like they are kind of stupid, but it's fine, I guess.
Why did you start YouTube?
I started YouTube mainly because, I don't know, I just thought it was a fun thing to do, and it actually got somewhere I could do this as my job and be lazy for the rest of my life. So, yeah, that's really about it.
What is your favorite game of all time?
Jesus Christ, I think this is like the 4th time someone asked me this question. For the last time, it's Pokemon Heart Gold. It's an amazing game. It's probably the best Pokemon game of all time. It's goddamn amazing.
How the Nintendo 3DS, the original, is the best console?
It's not, because the original 3DS is not the best 3DS. The new 3DS and new 3DS XL are the best 3DSs, and I guess you can technically say the new 2DS XL, but I don't think it is, so yeah, I don't understand this question.
When is the Wii U video coming?
Well, the Wii U video has already been out for like a week already, so yeah, go check it out if you want to. I guess I probably am gonna forget the card up here, so I don't know. Go to the channel and just look it up.
How many games do you own?
24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64. 64 games!
What is your first ever console?
My very first console is probably either my N64 or my original Wii. I don't know which. I think it's the Wii, but I'm not entirely sure.
What is your favorite gaming franchise?
Probably Pokemon, to be honest.
Will you ever do a setup tour?
No.
Why did you buy 6 3DSs?
Because I'm a goddamn idiot, that's why.
What is your favorite Pokemon generation?
My favorite Pokemon generation probably has to be 2nd gen, mainly because, well, it was the very first generation I ever played. Also because I feel like that's when Pokemon, or Game Freak, I suppose, actually really tried to make an actual good Pokemon game, because it was supposed to be the sequel of the original Pokemon games. So, yeah.
Room/setup tour, please.
No.
I just got the original 3DS. What game should I get?
Okay, I'm gonna give you 3 games. Pokemon Sun and Moon, Animal Crossing New Leaf, Super Mario 3D Land. Best games of all time. Don't at me.
What do you think about hacking Nintendo consoles? What do you think about the lack of Mii's on the Switch?
I think I answered this question already, but I have nothing against hacking Nintendo consoles. It's just that I personally never really saw a reason to hack one of my personal ones, because, I mean, they do exactly what I intend them to do. I just want them to play video games. I mean, if I really wanted to do something else, I mean, why? I mean, yeah, sure, it's cool that I can run Android on my Switch or run Homebrew on my 3DS or Wii U and do other things with it. But, I mean, like, yeah, it's cool, but I never really saw a actual legitimate reason to do it. And for the lack of Mii's on the Switch, it's really goddamn depressing. So, yeah. And congratulations, we're done with all the, like, 40-something questions that I got through. So, yeah, thank you guys for submitting questions. I wasn't expecting that many to actually submit that many questions. I was expecting, like, maybe 20 questions at most, but we got double that amount. So, thanks, I suppose. And now I have like a 25-minute to edit now, so thanks guys. And yeah, thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, or something like that. Yeah, I'm just gonna play the outro now. So yeah.